Trailblazers hand the Warriors a loss. It was the Warriors who handed Luka Doncic and the Lakers their season opening loss. Now game 2, it's Luka taking on these Timber Pups, and Doncic off the screen and 1. 43 points for the Don in that game 1 loss. Anthony Edwards, this is going to be an awesome season to watch this guy, dude. Off the glass, he had 41 points in an opening win against Portland. Did Ant-Man and these Timberwolves. Luka had 32 points in the first half. That's the most by a Lakers player since Kobe did so in 2009. At the Knicks, at the Garden, he had 34. Lakers, 86-63 at the half. Oh, Doncic throwing one up to DeAndre Ayton. One of his 8 assists puts the Lakers up a touchdown and a PAT. Remember, LeBron, he's going to miss the first couple weeks of the season. Edwards puts the Timberwolves down 6, and then Luka thought about it, thought again, and then kicked it out to Austin Reeves. Triple, got it. Lakers up 108-94 at the end of the third. We enter the fourth, same score. Luka, the fade, got it, feeling it. About to set a new Lakers mark for himself with 49 points. That is the most for Luka in a Laker uniform. 11 boards, 8 assists. First Laker player to start a season with consecutive 40-point games as the Lakers get their first win, 128-110. All right, so Luka, the first Laker to begin with consecutive 40-point jobs, is just the 4th player to do so in NBA history, along with Wilt, Anthony Davis, and Michael Jordan. Wilt is the only one who extended their streak beyond the first 2 games of the season. He got to spin.
Interesting, Chandler. Scottie Pippen with the opinion.
Scottie has some zingers. He had some zingers last year. Yeah. I disagree. He's done it before. He'll do it again. I think he is an insane elite talent. He's going to continue to get better. He makes guys around him better as well. As aggressive as he is and as talented of a scorer he is, Austin Reeves' numbers went up when he came to Lakers, which I did not think was going to happen, and it still did because he's still teams unexpectedly. He's still kind of getting in that phase, getting to know, getting comfortable, developing that chemistry. So I think every single game you see Luka playing with this current roster, he's going to get better and better, and he is the player you can build around and win a championship.
But why is that so far off, what Scottie is saying?
I mean, we did show a montage of him just doing it all by himself. Like,
which is
that's
fine,
probably what he means.
When James was, at the peak of his career, that was one of the same narratives that was going along with his game. Now, that style of play isn't going to win championships, and everybody was on board with that. So why is it now, a change in tune when it comes to Luka, who plays a very, very similar style?
Well, because he's done it. Like
he's done what?
He's been there. Like
we went to the finals.
He's been there, so it's not like we don't
really
have any.
He hasn't won it though.
Yeah, they had
no, but correct.
James has been really, really close as well. But the point I'm trying to make, it's the same similar style.
They're similar offensive minds.
But
it's
one style can win and the other one can't.
But the difference between those two, very simple to me. You've seen one actually get to an opportunity to win that title. Fall short, but he's there. So when you see that, if you make some adjustments, like we're talking about shape, when we're talking about him making other guys better, when you see him getting better and better and he's already been to the finals, why can't he get back?
I think those talks also came later in James Harden's career. He's 26 years old, and I mean, like, so I think when Houston Rockets, when I played with them, I thought we were going to win. Like, I thought we were going to get there. Like, I thought I was perfectly okay with playing a guy who had that much attention, who was unbelievable with the ball. My highest points I've ever averaged in my career was with James Harden, who is a scorer, right? So, like, I think it goes both ways. He's not going to be a two-way player. I don't think he'll ever turn into that, but he is elite, and there are some spooky similarities to their games offensively.
Evan Turner said, just a lot of opinions on the Lakers, you can't win a title with Austin Reeves as your 3rd best player. Lou, agree with that?
I don't know why he would say that, but what I will say is, Austin Reeves did get better with playing next to Luka. Got his average of, guys averaging five plus assists, still playing with Luka, averaging 20 points, still playing with Luka. And so if you're knocking him to the 3rd spot of that, I would love to have an opportunity to have my 3rd option be a 20-5 guy to give me an opportunity to win games. Like if you take it, I'm gonna steal this from Bobby Portis. If you put your finger over Austin Reeves' face and say your 3rd option is a 20-5 guy,
you'll take it.
Will you take that to give you an opportunity to win championships? I would say yes. So I don't know what it is about Austin Reeves that'll make him say that, but any guy that's at 20-5, I think he would give you an opportunity to win a championship.
His numbers don't on paper, does Austin Reeves, is he the 3rd best player on a championship team? Maybe not to some people, but who's two? Is the two a 40-year-old LeBron James? Like, who's your 1-2? Are they healthy? How's your bench? Is your sixth man averaging 18 points a game? Are you deep? Are you a top 10 defensive team? So I think a lot of that goes into a championship team, not necessarily just the pecking order of 1, 2, 3. So Austin Reeves, and also Austin Reeves, when LUKA or LeBron are out, he does kind of fill in that number one spot and goes like bananas when he has the ball in his hands. He creates the offense. So
that's different.
No, I'm just saying. So he does have that capability.
Okay.
I'm saying he has that capability to kind of run an offense and go play through him. So as a third option at 20-5 or 18-5, pretty good numbers for a third option. So
I think it's some truth in what Evan Turner is saying, but I think it's also situational. And obviously, if you're the third option behind LeBron James and Luka Doncic, you're averaging 20-5. I think that's a recipe that could be
that
can
works.
Pretty good.
That can work.
Yeah,
If Austin Reeves is a third option in Golden State, I think that works. So it's certain situations where he could be a third option and it works. And in some, if he's a third option in, let's say,
Orlando, Memphis,
it might not be the same situation.
When Boston won and Derek White or Drew Holiday was the third option, I don't think their numbers were as good as Austin Reeves, and they won it.
But they're more defensive players.
Exactly. So the other questions surrounding the team are more important than who's the 3 or 2 or 4. You know what I mean?
That's why I asked for context about this question. Like, where is this coming from? Because again, a lot of guys you put in that third spot, if you're getting that deep into the season, and your third option is a 20-5 guy. I'm like, I like my chance.
Yeah.
I like my shot.
And Jaylen Brown might be a more productive 2 right now than a 40-year-old LeBron James is. So that also matters.
Correct.
Can we just point to Steph for a second? They will be on the floor as well. At 37 years old, he might. There's a stat somebody had to dig up. But as far as what they have right now around him, Chandler, we don't know. Look, I know they say LeBron mid-November, but it's sciatica. So technically, there is no real deadline to sciatica. So what do they have around him? Is it enough?
No, it's not. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here. It's one game, but it's just not. And watching this team, there's glaring issues with just offensive production outside of LUKA and Austin Reeves, who kind of struggled early and was inconsistent a little bit early and end up with a nice stat line. Besides those two guys, where do they get their offense from outside of those two? And if you're telling me LeBron James at 41 years old is the light at the end of the tunnel and this is the savior that's coming in 15 games, I don't know if that's going to move the needle for them, especially how good the Western Conference is. You look at all these teams kind of similar with the Clippers, the Rockets, the Nuggets. There's too many good teams for the Lakers, I think, to be able to compete with this offense now. And I was hoping it'd be a Gabe Vincent, who had a great preseason. I thought he was going to come in and be aggressive. Marcus Smart, Rui, and DeAndre Ayton. It just didn't seem like they had that rhythm offensively. And when Reeves went out with foul trouble and LUKA had to come out for games, they had no flow, they had no rhythm on offense. So again, I don't want to panic. It's one game, they're going to make some adjustments, but it is just a heavy dose of those two guards right now, and hopefully they can tread water till LeBron's back. But again, I don't think it's enough still.
I mean, I think it was a great showing from LUKA, obviously with the huge stat line. I think Austin Reeves did his job, but for me, the guy that slacked up last night was Ayton. And I said it in the previous show, this is a make or break year for you. And 10-4 just isn't enough. I need more tenacity. I need more aggressiveness. I need some meanness. Like show your presence on the floor in some type of way. Is he a guy, though, I can give
the ball to on the block?
No, we don't. We're not looking for you to be Joel Embiid or Jokic. We need you to be the force that you are. We need you to be a force on the boards. We need you to be a force on the defensive end. And we just need your presence shown every possession. It's a lot of possessions where he just disappears, and that's not a realistic thing with you being the biggest player on the floor. That shouldn't happen. So with that being said, I need more tenacity from the big fella, and I think that changes the whole trajectory of this Lakers season. He has to pick it up. If it's being the best offensive rebounder in the league, if it's leading the league in shots blocked, defensive rebounding. I need something. You need to be some type of a presence in the paint. We don't need you to go down shooting fadeaway jumpers, jump hooks, or any of that. We need you to be a force on the boards, in the paint, and on the defensive end. That's it. That's your job. Go watch the old film of JaVale McGee. Go watch the old film of Dwight Howard and see how those guys contributed to winning basketball. That's what we need from you this season.
Yeah, and LUKA was great, right? And he's going to do that every night, and it's still not enough. The three glaring stats for me: 61% from the free throw line is atrocious.
Love that, no.
20 turnovers, and then 6 fast break points. This is a team that they got to get stops and they got to go, man. Like they're going to if they get in the half court, they're just going to bog the defense down. They are going to trap LUKA. They're going to blitz him. They're going to have to find Ayton like on the little pocket pass, and then I don't know what's going to happen. So I think they have to play fast. 6